Should be 9x19 in the days and squeezing. Then can't chat to me, I pass me as a man real rich. Me tell me I raise it. Like I'm telling you it's easy. Black Benz and them I said I serious. Who comes to see me again? They tell me I'm not going to training. Young killer where real is. Call on the skull get the payment. Drop 2 Porsche for the pavement. Westbound side for the children. Six fat man want the bars up. Celebrate for the riches with the dance up. Coming up home, any girls on the lab, bro. Woman went down, go and bring the dance up. Killer and tire, who no know. 6 like a globe, that a something where me sure. Enemies a chat, no one but them out the road. And the dirt and the blood. Should be 9x19 in the days and then can't chat to me, I pass me as a man real rich. Me tell me I raise it. Black mama tell me it's crazy. Black Benz and them I say the serious. Who comes to see me again? With the way bang the way I go training. Girl I'm like on the wood like a mystic. Brick with a big blick. Girl when I lick me, one on the beat. Murder the cat from the dark in the mix. Fix this, get money hit this. You're the one from on the disc. Should be 9x19 in a dead face and squeeze it. Them can't chat to me, I pass me a done man real rich. Me tell me I raise it. Black mama tell me to squeeze it. Black Benz and them I say the serious. Who comes to see me again with the way bang the way.
Alright then, we have our first viewer. Once we have our first viewer, then we start our live, innit? So let's get it. Let's go. I hit you with the intro vibes. Facebook, you're actually lucky, innit? You're actually lucky that you're getting this story time. I can't go onto my IG live, you know. My Twitter thing is until later in the evening. Facebook, your last resort thing, innit? I don't like you bitches. I don't like a couple of you that bitches, innit? Real talk. Anyway, yeah. Story time with lunchtime, yeah. I don't really show too much of like my childhood upbringing, coming up and everything else and whatever this that, you know. But there is a historical background with LT, you get it? And obviously the environments that I've been around and how I made myself to separate from the crowd and everything else and literally be my own person. This is highly why where I'm at right now, whatever it's that, because I'm literally my own person, you know. You can't bring everybody on board and everything else and whatnot because everybody's got their own stuff going on, you know. And your vision is not everybody else's, which is calm. Which is calm. But in story time with lunchtime, we're going to talk about my people voted for all 3 stories, you know. All 3 stories. So there's a Ruskin Hall story. There's no. I'm just gonna keep it to the Ruskin Hall story innit, and then the other 2 I'll expand later on more of a platform. Anywho, so coming up and everything else and whatnot with this coming up as a young black brother in Birmingham City and everything else and whatnot. We see our sectors and our sections and whatnot, and the influences it can pass down onto like the environmental space and whatnot. So I'm from an area called Bosley 12 originally, you know. I know that you see the 3-2 on me. That's my bro, and that's the block that I gravitated to and like, was like comfortable with. 12 is a part of my childhood and always will be, you know. And with that being said, whatever this that, there's a long history of like different factors and different fractions and sets all over Birmingham City in a period of time and whatnot, you know. I wouldn't say that I was deep involved to say, oh yeah, like I was actually rooted in a gang. I was always within my own sectors, and I didn't need to be part of no big organisation of a gang. I didn't see the point. I didn't see the point in it. However, I still held down the fort, my 1s and 2s and everything else and whatnot. And then this was probably in 2012? 2012, yeah. Alright, so if you don't know where Ruskin Hall is, it's in the middle of Aston, and I say the middle because it's like, the heart. You just go that way, you head into Newtown, you go that way, you head into Erdington and everything else and whatnot. And with myself, I have a lot of members and family and like associates and whatever this that are from the other side, which would be like your Handsworth, your Hockleys, and then where I'm from, Borsley and Highgate and whatever this 12, your 5s and whatever this it was always like in between, but there was like a period of time where that side of town didn't like our way of town and vice versa, you get it? However, like I said, I'm not too deep into it. There's the things that have gone on, but I'm not too deep into it and whatever this so I'm not really paying attention or anything. But there's already been slight angles in the air. There's already been slight angles with some of the guys, not all of the guys. Not all of the guys, that's what I'm saying. If you're in this gang thing or whatever it's you have to be in it, like full-time in it. So if I'm in a gang and whatever it's and it's like, oh yeah, the other side, even if I don't know them, innit, I gotta be cautious and aware and whatnot. So it wasn't too much for me to be deep into this gang thing. Anyway, yeah. What I'd say is, yeah, there's a couple things with people from all over Birmingham that I don't get on with or don't like. So it's not even particular about where you're from. I don't care, innit? I don't care. So with that being said though, like I'm very, you know how I am. I'm firm, innit? I'm firm. I stand on my business. So I don't really care because a lot of my people from my age, I was like, nah, don't go to that party because my female friend's party, but she's having it in Ruskin Hall and whatnot. Like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going. So I'm going. I go with a couple of mutual friends that are not really involved and everything else and whatnot. Yes, yeah, I'm decent. I'm doing my content creating this year around, innit, with my YouTube and creating stories and being more confident on the camera full time. I'm soon back home as well. But yeah, Ruskin Hall, there's a party. I attend the party. I'm there for the whole night, bearing in mind. And I know that there's fractions, like the people from there, Newtown, Erdington, Aston, whatever it is younger section, my section, and whatever it is you know? But I'm hearing like little things in the air, in the party. There's someone from 12 here, there's someone from 12 here, and whatever it is and whatnot. Obviously, there's a couple of the them that are also, I'd say, from Highgate and whatever it is and I'll give a history lesson on my other platform of like the area being 1 but 2 basically and whatnot. So you know. But obviously I know it was for me. If I'm lying. Because my friend Jade was also at this same party. And I remember she was sitting on like the corner on the chair and whatever it is was coming to a close. I sat right next to my bedroom. I was showing her though, I was like, yo, yeah, I think the end of the night's gonna get techie, you know. I see the motions, things getting I think I have to make a couple of phone calls, you know. I do make a phone call. I actually do make a phone call. I make a phone call. We ain't gonna mention, just know that this is my cuz, you get it? And with that being said now, yeah, and the socials are paying and so you might as well. I might as well, because I've always had the characteristics. I should just full time. I appreciate you always. And when I do come back in, I'm definitely gonna come check for you. Yeah, so fucking hell. Yeah, so I said to my brethren Jay, I know that this night's getting techie, so I'm making phone calls and whatever this that. I'm not gonna mention my cousin's name. I phone him, and funny enough, he's kind of local. I don't know why, but he's local-ish, innit? My guy, what you saying, bro? What you saying? Yeah, he's local-ish. You get it? I call him and I say, bro, this is the situation, innit? I know that, yo, as soon as they step outside, they're gonna try and be on that type of time and whatever this that way. Yeah, it's like, and it's like, this is what my cousin said to me. This is what my cousin said to me directly. Yo, we got ammo, yeah, and 100 shot. If man come down, nothing's not moving. You understand what I'm saying to you, cuz? Yeah, I understand what you're saying to me. Alright, safe. Cuz you stay where you are, you get it. We ain't going no recocate. And I'm a man that's in very much for any. My cousin, he's just had a newborn at this time, but he's still, you know, he's still doing his ones and twos and whatever. I can't have this on my conscience. So no. You chill. You get it? Think I'm crazy. Alright, safe. Yeah, I said to, cause like I phoned my father. That's on the other side. Say, Dad, I think you need to come to Aston immediately, innit? Immediately. Which, to my surprise, why would this day? Because you know, black timing and everything else. Whatever. I thought my dad was gonna store. However, not necessarily. So yeah, it comes to close. The organizer of the club and whatever, of the function and whatever, is like, yeah, it's time to go. Time to go, it is my brother. Yeah? So, see the guys from that section, I'll label them, innit? ONG, yeah? That was the friction, that was the fraction. But there's one particular guy that I've had the back and forth with. Like I said, I don't know everybody and whatever this, that. And then there's a mutual, my brother, my boy, and whatever this, that he's also there. But the thing is, he can't control 100 savages, innit? He can't. Even if he's saying to me, it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be good. No. My boy, I'm sorry, no. Because I know that if something happens to me right here now and whatever this, that, it's all up on the window, you know? So I'm walking out and whatnot. The guy that we've had a little back and forth over nothing or whatever this, that, because his issue is that he didn't like another cousin of mine and whatnot. And I'm gonna stand for my boys, you know, that's it. But he knows that. He well knows that. So with that being said, yeah, I'm walking out, and then the guy's like, where you going? Don't be stupid. I'm not like, don't be stupid. So my dad's on the other side, the van and whatnot. What stupid? What the fuck are you asking me questions for? I've walked over to my father's and got in quick time and whatnot. There's 3 guys that have come and try and open the door and whatever this there. Open the door and whatever this there. And then my boy was like, nah bro, come out. You good? You nice? Like nah. And then obviously my dad's getting agitated, so he's just put his foot down and we're out of there and whatever, you know, out of there. I would love to say that's the end of the story, but it's not. It's not. Say so. I'd even at this point, frankly, south of Birmingham. I'm in north of Birmingham at this point. South of Birmingham, north of Birmingham. Yeah. My father drops me back to my mum's and whatnot. The thing about me is I don't like necessarily holding violations or feel like I've been violated in a sense or whatever it is that. And then obviously because folks have tried to open up I'm with my father or whatever it is that. So what you was gonna get down on my father as well if he had to come out and drag me and because he's not gonna watch his son get steamrolled, is he? You get it? So I'm flabbergasted. I call a taxi. Right back now to Newtown. But now, I've got my ammunition and whatever this that, yeah? I go to Newtown, 4 a.m. in the morning or whatever this that. I'm just scanning to just see if there's anything I can see that was a part of the shit and whatever this that. Not necessarily. And I'm doing my scan and whatever. I'm ready, because if I do see 1, 2, or 3 of those guys that were trained, and I'm remembering faces vividly and whatever this that, it's turner time, it's hammer time, you get it? Because I don't go for that, I go for principle and moral, you know, I go for principle and morals. Like, I wouldn't necessarily do that on the other hand this year was like 2012, way back, gang. Yeah. So it was 2012, and then yeah, from that I didn't really have those little run-ins and whatnot. What's crazy as well is that, because like I said, I'm not gonna beef the entire block or whatever. That's impossible. All the people that were trying to be with it. One got severely hurt over time, yeah, retired. Other one got demoted out of the fraction. And other one, unfortunately, is doing life in prison. That's just how it goes. So I'm not gonna say that's God's work, innit? But I don't have to be out here doing my 1 and 2 and whatever. I don't have like notorious personal issues within the city and whatever because like if I do, I'm not gonna have it for years and years and years and years. We need to adjust that quickly and swiftly, and show me something quickly. But I say over time, it didn't occur. Now, lads, we're gonna do another story time, maybe later on, innit? What's the time? The time is, it's coming up to football time, innit? So man, I'm gonna catch the couple of the matches and whatever that, innit? We're patting up another story time. I actually had fun, even though I said it was a last resort thing because I couldn't go live on my IG and my Twitter thing. I do that later, but I had fun on the live on it, and it was very engaging. So, yeah, I'm gonna give the other two later. The other two later is me catching. No, I didn't catch them actually, but me booking into some of the ups in Leicester, innit? And obviously this is different because now I'm on the south of Brum. All of that central Birmingham, I'm out the way. So now south of Birmingham is where my base is and whatnot. So yeah, we'll get into that story time a bit later. Yeah. Also, my last week in the UK, I put up a poll on my IG. They all got voted with the same percentage. So I'll do all the stories in it, and them two I'll do later. Yeah. My last week in the UK and what type of time I was actually on it, because I feel like with my storyline and everything else, people don't understand like the reason why I just spazzed out on a lot of shit and everything. But when I have the story later on, hopefully whoever catches it, it makes sense in it. Because I'm the type of man, I don't just crash out for no reason. Like, anybody who knows me will tell you this for a fact. Like, I'm not just going to trip out for no reason. It has to be something that has set up for me to be like, okay then, and that's my trigger. Then I'm like, alright then, fuck it, I'm going to start tweaking out and whatnot, And it's never to tarnish anybody else's image and whatnot, because I can be truthful in this lane of life. And when we speak stories and everything, there's always one side, another side, and then the truth and whatnot, but efficiently, I'm not on these platforms to lie and whatever. You see the way that my life is set and where I'm at and whatnot, I want it to be studied, because at the end of the day, with our communities and whatnot, you have somebody that has potential, but because the environment's so fucked up and whatever this, that, and all these pros and cons that are drawing us to all these other things and whatnot, we're not getting our correct focus and whatever, And it's easy to say that we're people of our own self, innit? But when you're young and whatever this, that, things can easily be misled. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when I'm a teenager and whatever, I don't have no sense of care. I don't have no children. I'm not trying to tie down into relationships or whatever this, that. So I'm just outside. But this is what I mean about life and my line of life and how I want to document this. Yes, lads, I actually am creating a bad boy documentary. I'm going to come back down, and I'm going to put this all into motion for it to make sense, gang. And because I do definitely feel like I've been robbed of my sources. This media content and everything. I was one of the originals, especially from Birmingham, doing this. I've got receipts after receipt after receipt after receipt. But then again, I've also displayed the heavy point of my life, also socially, just for it to resonate with sometimes where I start, not crashing out, but you can see 6, 7 statuses of Lunchtime saying, I don't even deep the actual fact that I lost a child, and like, you know, like, it don't hit me. Like, it's sad, and yeah, I can think about it, and I get a tear in my eye and whatnot, but that's like something life changing in life. And because I had a lot on my plate also dealing with that, it was all over the place. And this is what people need to understand also, because a lot of it will come down to, oh, was it the daughter's death that checked? No, at the end of the day, death has always been a part of life and everything. I've accepted that. The reason why I can't function correctly and whatever this that is because 4 months after my daughter's passed and whatnot, they've told us that it's COVID, infected the placenta, triggered miscarriage. To me, it don't make sense, gang. It don't make sense. So I'm like, in that bullshit. That's bullshit. I get up, I walk out, security guards already pinned down, oh, this angry black man, all of this and whatever. Without even giving me a chance. Without giving me a chance and whatnot. No, I want to fight this efficiently. I want to find out the actual truth, because then I can be at peace. Then I can be at rest. The reason why I started tripping out is because I was in a long-term relationship, and it wasn't like heavy force of, you know, because different people are different, you know, so experiencing different way of life with somebody else and whatnot can be very technical, you know. And if somebody says a fear of abandonment is their fear, they will go all out to not wanting that person to to leave them. However, I don't draw to this toxic love thing, like, not at all. So, a part of the reason why I couldn't stay in a relationship and what time, and I won't be forced into anything because it's not my time to save anybody and whatnot. I was in a position where my partner at the time wanted a child, wanted to go for a baby as well because of our circumstances, which to me, logically, it didn't make sense, because we're fighting the NHS, we went through that traumatically, we've buried our child and whatnot, make it make sense, and like, I'm scared. Imagine we go again, and then this time we reach 6 months and then it happens. I can't take two in the space of a year. That's crazy. You get it? Like, I'll be all over the place, so we have to be calculated, but I'm not going to be forced. And there's other things that play to a part why I had to separate myself, but I'll still support this woman with what we're fighting for, you know. So I'm not going to leave her out in the open. So somebody I love and everything else and whatnot, doing other stuff to tarnish my image and everything else now, behind the scenes, it's hurtful, because like, gang, like, I've shared love with you and everything else and whatnot, like, just because like this situation now and everything, and my daughter's grave was vandalized. I need people to understand this. My daughter's grave was vandalized. I'll go there weekly, I pattern it, for me to go and crash out and whatnot, you know, which is fucked up, but this is life. So the grave has been vandalized. The grave has been vandalized. The perpetrator, obviously I know, and this is what I'm saying, like, we have to just be smart and calculated when we go through like things and whatnot. And this is why I don't rate my family's angle with this situation, and it is what it is, because the grave has been vandalized. I know what I'm on, I know what I'm finna do and whatever. I am not a domestic abuser. I'm not gonna put a hand on a woman unless she spits at my face. As if a woman spits on me, I'm rapping her. If a woman's got a weapon or whatever this that, I'm rapping her, innit? And that's that. However, yeah, I know what going on and whatever this that. So I'm telling the perpetrator, you're not getting harmed at all. You're not gonna get harmed. But I'm out in your family, I'm going to shoot them, and then I'm gonna make them catch this call. And there's nothing you can do about it, because you violated at the highest circumstance. The highest circumstances in the highest order. You vandalized my daughter's grave. How do I know everything? I'm not stupid, innit? Like, I'm not stupid. So, me not being stupid, when I go later on to the night to the house and whatever this that, I'm not on no gangster timing. That's why I brought somebody with me, a female, and whatever this that. I'm not no gangster timing. What I am going to do is remove my daughter's stuff from that property, because you don't deserve it. You just vandalized their space for her father to get out his skin and do something actually. There's a Ring camera on the door. Like, I know what Ring cameras are and whatever this that, but I'm looking at it in disbelief. I'm like, bro, I've lived at this address for a whole year. We've never needed a ring camera, so why is the ring camera here? So I'm looking. I don't know if they say that you have audio on the ring camera or whatever is there, but all I know is that the ring camera footage was muted suspiciously. But I'm just looking around and whatever is there. I'm like, rah, yeah, ring camera. It don't matter. It don't matter, gang. Like, somebody in your family is getting hurt because my daughter's going to be vandalized. I don't care. Nobody's going to tell me anything. You get it? Like, that's my daughter's space. Are you crazy? The Sunday, and bearing in mind, like, one thing didn't work in it. On my first Father's Day, I got a transcript of me not paying for my daughter's funeral, and obviously I did a GoFundMe and I did like various things and everything else and whatnot, you know. And also I made sure that the transactions were there with receipts and whatever it is that. So when I sent it back to the solicitor, that case was closed, it's gone, and whatever it is that. I've got receipts of these. Every single one of these things I've got receipts. That's why I say I don't rate how people can come with these motions and they didn't know, they just wanted to go, and that's why I crashed out. That's in fact why I crashed out. Anyway, yeah, that footage gets sent to my father, his wife, my sister, that side and whatnot, and whatever. You know, when the transcript of I owe this much, I sent my payments and whatever it is that. In fact, you owe nothing, sir. You owe nothing. Okay then, yeah. The vandalization of the grave. Boom. My dad phones me. I'm with a female at this point or whatever. He starts down the phone. I'm a man now at this point, gang. I'm 25, 26. I'm a man now at this point, gang. Father, who are you talking to? Like, respectively, like, you haven't asked no question, whatever. You're shouting at me. And whatever it is that. Bearing in mind as well, my father was in Jamaica for a year and a bit, and whatever it is that, you know. And only come back, like, after. He wasn't even in the UK long when he had come back and whatnot. Like, nah. Father can't be talking to me like this. And I'm a type of person, bro. I go in my car. I rather go in my car and say, Dad, I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna come to your house. Like, what are you doing? I'm very sensitive at this time because my daughter's grave. You get it, like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to have some kind of compassion. And that's why I do actually get mad with these black families and whatever it's that. You're not willing to sit around the table. Everyone's just willing to just chat shit, you know, no reason. It's just willing to just speak on things that they don't know. And that's why things just get out of hand and get out of character. So, boom. My father's done that. We've gone to the house and whatever it's that. Yeah, I've come in and whatnot. My father is hopped up and we're aggressive now and whatever it's that. Like, it looks like we're coming into blow. Like, let's go in the garden. Obviously, the females don't like this type of behavior, so my stepmother and whatever it's that, like, King, get out, which is fine. But then again as well, like, I just don't rate certain angles because at the end of the day, none of this is actually my fault. And whatever it's like, you can't tell me to just relax with something that is very sincere to me. Like, it's mad. It's mad. So, and then as well, you're not even talking to me on like a base level. Let's shouting and show me an aggression. And it's not you guys' situation. It's mine. It's mine. And you're telling me how to handle my own situation. What the fuck is this? Like, what's this? You get it? But I'm not going to try and make it because we already come to conclusion that we're moving to Africa and whatever it's there. Because I'm very angry, I'm very disappointed at what this, but I just let bygones be bygones because it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. So I'm like, alright, Father, we're going to the airport soon, and we ain't gonna transfer this energy to Africa. But what I am going to do is get justice for my situation. Please understand, it's my situation. I'm going to get justice for this, for my daughter, which I now can't get. I can't get it. I can't get it. Never. I will never know. I'll never know, innit? So, congratulations to everybody involved. Congratulations. And like I say, I just let bygones be bygones. Even if somebody caught this, that's a part of this storyline, I don't want them to feel angry because I forgive everything. It's my fault. It's my fault. I only can handle how I react in it. So it's my fault because I crashed out. Said fuck Birmingham City. I hate everybody. I want everybody to die. Da 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 da. And this that because I was traumatized as well as going through the wire. It's not an excuse to treat people bad and whatever this that when you're going through the anything else. But it's high key understandable that I lost my daughter in that same year, innit? And now I'm dealing with all this other stuff and whatever this that because I don't want to stay with a woman that has previously called the police on me in a situation where she's explained her mental health and whatnot. She's having a mental health episode. I don't know how to deal with mental health, so I picked her up and put her outside with me and her son inside the house. You get it? I don't know what else to do. This woman again, an episode, so she's running around the area and saying that he's kidnapped my son, and whatever this that, which obviously is not the case. The police have been called. I'm in Tipton, gang, bro. You can't be doing this to a black man and whatever this that. So the police have come out and whatever this that, yeah, and like. As soon as the police come, I've opened the door, and now I know the safe is out of my hands and whatnot. I went to the police car, gang. I've got a 3-5 in my pocket. I've got whatever this that. All they've said to me is, "Where do you want to go?" Goes, because not go to my home address, yeah. Because I do have a home as well. It's obviously my mum's is already on the system, so you might as well drop me back to Quinton, innit? They've dropped me back to Quinton. This household is on multiple. Alright, cool. Safe. No problem. So I'm back at my mom's now, and then it's just deep and whatever this that. Now, she's created a story out there on socials and whatever this that. There's been a domestics. I've ignored it and everything else, and then I'm getting phone calls and whatever this that, and then explaining the situation vividly and whatnot. Okay, then whatever, but they're still like. Boom, bam, bam. I'm like, okay, it's alright, whatever. This Christmas I'm spending alone and whatever this, that, And again, this is 2020. I found out about Zari. My nan's also passed away in this time. Again, I shouldn't feel no compassion for my nan because I got a baby on the way, so I should fix up in it. So, because I'm thinking about going to Jamaica and linking my dad. Remember I told you my dad was in Jamaica for a year and a bit. My nana passed away in November. 2020. I've got receipts for everything, and that is why I crashed out severely, because it's not that I hate anybody and whatever this that, but it's like I'm actually like a level-headed person. I'm cool, I'm calm and collective. So the way that people are trying to like tarnish my character, like I can't sit down and have a conversation, or I'm just this angry person because I've lost the daughter, was wild to me, and it was hurtful. It was hurtful, gang. Like I am controlling my emotions because, funny enough, like I didn't end up hurting nobody. I didn't end up going to prison. Anything that they thought I was capable of doing, I didn't. And that's why when it comes to me living in Africa and being outcasted, and I have to build and start from scratch in fucking Africa, gang. Yeah? In Africa, I gotta hustle, I gotta work, and whatever this, that. It's not that I want people's money or whatever. I don't give a fuck about money or whatever this, that. But at the end of the day, man is saying I'm in a different culture, I don't know the language and whatever this, that. Man don't know where I'm getting my next meal from and everything else and whatever this, that, because I'm part of this bullshit. A part of this bullshit, gang. A part of this bullshit. You get it? And there's no compassion, no feeling about me and whatever this, that. And that's why I have to be the way that I am, so agitated and whatever, and just be confident of myself. I have to learn to love myself, because if I don't, fucking hell, it feels like my father's turned my back on me. I don't want to draw my mum into this because she's got her own things going on. My family's not really understanding, just thinking that I'm crashing out and whatever this, that. But all these loopholes, I come over to Africa, and yes, I'm still entertaining things, and not even entertaining things, but showing these things that I'm being set up and whatnot. But nobody really cares about that, innit? I've gone away, just do what you're doing, but I still want to seek justice at the end of the day for my daughter and find out. But I'm saying it's hard with the obstacles in front. So anybody out there in the socials, and again, with people coming to 9 nights and funerals and whatever it's that, please sit down your brethren and just like just sit with them, because that's the type of support that they need. Like, sit with them and hold them properly and whatnot. It's not on my plate. I've done it for a year and a half and whatnot. My business is on the line and everything else and whatnot. Mental health episodes, I'm there. Hospital appointments, I'm there. You get it? break that I'm there and whatever it's that. If this is cat right now, the woman still has her social profiles active today. Go and read them. Go and read them. And this is why I'm saying to get angry with people, because I'm like, yo, can you not see what the play is going on? It's not that she hates me or whatever. She hates the fact that I'm essing out. I'm essing out. I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. Bro, look at everything that's going on, and fuck all of that with a loss of a child and everything else and whatnot. I just come out of the work situation with taking them to a tribunal or whatever it is that, and then doing the settlement and whatever it is that, yeah. And then, man, have lost the brethren in this, yeah, and then Zari and whatever, and it's like, bro, where was the time? Where was the time to grasp all of this and then seek it in? Now, it's for sure like that, but that's what I'm saying. I had to fuck it out rather than cry it out or continue to crash out. And I'll tell you where, like, obviously, man, I had to get back in tune again. Yeah, so with that being said, and whatever this stuff, we're coming over to Africa, and then obviously my sister sends me some long voice note, shouting. I'm like, respectively, this isn't your situation, and when it was yours and your baby father, I didn't get involved too much. Everything went out to play, so can you leave me alone, innit? Because I don't tell you what to do with your situation, I still have the screenshot, innit? So I'm saying, like, if there's any loopholes and whatever it's that, I've got a screenshot for all stories that I'm going to tell on social platforms, innit? For it to be understood that, yeah, my fault was crashing out and me take accountability of how I responded. Could have turned off my phone, could have ignored it all and whatever it's that, but I did fuel to the fire. And I'm not ashamed about it. There's slight embarrassment, but at the end of the day, I stood on my business for what I stood up for. So I'm not scared of that or ashamed of that. You get it? That's what it is. So that didn't work between me and her. I blocked her. She can't get through to me and whatever it's that. Who's the next person she's going to get to? Of course, my father. So she tells my father whatever it's that, and then again, me and him are not seeing eye to eye and whatever it's that. We're scuffling and whatever it's that, as men do and everything, and that was that. But the other person, she'd now seen my father's wife kick me out the house when things weren't there and whatever it's that. We have a villa, so this is our thing and whatever. She has told folks, it's gotta go. I don't necessarily agree on whatever this that, but all of this like, what's it called? Aggression, anger, whatever this that is not good for an environment. So yeah, based off, maybe I can link it tomorrow and chat on whatever this that and this that. Nah, that's going on. 24 hours later, one of my cousins is in my DMs talking about, oh, you did this, I'm gonna come over there. Okay, now I've gone to crash out. Fuck that. And that's when I've took it to the internet. I said, oh, my fam, fuck everybody, like, fuck them. Like, and I know that it's not for everybody because not everyone was aware of what it is that, but I'm rattled now. I'm rattled. We ain't gonna keep this in-house because this is beyond me. You lot are doing too much for this to be in-house. You know, because if this is in-house, I'm gonna do something severe because you lot are taking a piss with my thing, and you lot are taking a piss. And like, I would never ever do this to somebody. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't understand it for me because I would never saw somebody that went through bump and this motion, you know. So now I have to get dark. I'll be like, okay then. So what if I did that to your son's grave and whatever? Is that what? Me and my sister don't speak to this day because of that comment. Yeah. But for me, I had to forgive it. I'm not saying nothing and whatever it is that when my daughter's grave was vandalized and rolled over and whatever it is that. Calm. Yeah. Cool. That's the end of that story and everything else and whatnot. What shaped me back into form? I come to Africa. As it's known, I'm a father now for real and whatever it is that. My daughter's on the way. I gotta fix up, man. Like, you know, shit happens in life and whatnot, and I will go through the motions. And Africa has allowed me to express myself, doing this community's work and whatever it is that, and just giving back has that. You know, sometimes it hits me out of nowhere, the storyline with my daughter and whatnot, and I take it. I got my herbs and my meds, and you know, I do my 1 and 2s, but it's officially for me to face reality at that time, and that's when me coming back to the UK and whatever this there. I can't settle with knowing that nobody's going to pattern up my daughter's space in it. It's mad, innit? And that's nobody's what's it called? That's nobody's responsibility. That's no one's responsibility. And this is it as well. I never want to tarnish that character of who I was with and whatever this that, because forever, I loved the woman who she was, and this is why I am going to talk about mental health and everything else and whatnot, because it was like a different persona, a different personality, and that person I didn't like and everything else and whatnot, which is completely understandable when it's on my end. So to hear the news as well that tragically last year she passed and whatnot, also did set a reset. But for me, I've been in Africa too much to deflect of traumatizing situations. So there's not really been any type of trauma in Africa in it. So it's like I gravitate to my environment. It's outside, isn't it? That's the scenery. That's the scenery. So I'm decent as hell in it. I'm decent. So with that being said, it can be calm, it can be relaxed. I don't need to be agitated when it comes to social trolls now. I just laugh at shit now. Because the quickest thing that people get under my skin is like, oh, your daughter's dead, innit? And yeah, she is. That's a fact. Like, I can be angry about it, I can be mad about it, and whatever, but that's the fact. I have a living daughter that I need to live for and make things happen for. I can't make these storylines from my past draw me back into who I once was and whatnot. So now I've got to grow up and be a man and whatever this that, and actually be the change that I want to see within my community and everything else and whatnot. So that's what it is, and that's what I'm saying. I've forgiven the situation of how I felt, but I also know that I must also apologize, and best believe me as well, when I think I'm back in tune with, I apologize to the people that I felt like I needed to apologize. You get it? And that's that. But yeah, man, we're gonna be back into Leia with the other two stories and whatever this that. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro, each and every single time. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. That it could have been in-house. It could have just been in-house. It could have been 1 hour conversation and what it is, and then come to a conclusion of how we're gonna step forward. You know, but like I said, I'll go by it strikes in three, innit? My sister, my father, my cousin. It's go time, innit? It's go time. But also understanding it, like, I've made others within the family feel uncomfortable and and whatever this that. Over time as well, I can not lie, but with them, sitting them down, if they're open to have the conversation to say, that was my angle with what I just displayed on this live here, and that was my angle. I'm not saying it was right or wrong, you know, because at the end of the day, no, it's not. Even though, yeah, you threw her and whatever this that, it's not for you to dish out your emotion on anybody else, gang. And I'm a big believer by that. If your work has pissed you off, don't come home and start tweaking in the house and whatever. That's your working environment. Like, and if you feel like you're gonna do that, base us somewhere, call off and whatever. We don't use tools in our life and whatever this that to take 5 or meditate. You know, like, we just go out, and this is what I'm saying, yeah, we start smoking, start drinking, dancing, clubbing, whatever. We start doing things that escape reality, start going on social media, scrolling, then actually facing reality, reading books, just meditating for a few, you get it, just basing. And I got better at that because I live in Africa, innit? So I could be in the garden, I could meditate, I can feel the sunshine gravitate through me and whatever it's that, and be like, you know, life isn't so bad on your end. You've been through some traumatic shit, but then I'm here in the community, and then these guys here and whatnot. The single mothers scraping for chips. You know, the ulcers. Ulcers are a big problem in Uganda, and this is why I say feed the children. And the ulcers is a big problem. What is ulcers? We know that we are supposed to have a balanced diet of 3 meals a day, and they only can have one. You know. So ulcers is a big development here, where a lot of the teenagers and the youth and whatever this that, I didn't know what the fuck ulcers was, and it's like holes in your belly and whatnot, you know. And it's mad, it's crazy, and it's like, bro, people have been ill of literally not eating. And we've had a pandemic over a fucking flu. Now this is mad. It's crazy. It's insane, but this is the timeline that we're living in. And look at everything. And when I do look back in the UK and whatever it is that, I'm glad that all those mental health shouts on me and whatever it is that, because yeah, in the UK, you have to have the strongest of strongest heads. They've got AI robots. I'm a BBC thing now. Male, female, non-binary. What the fuck is that? You know, all of this. You know, so you have to have a strong mentality in there. You know, knife crime is at the highest of the heights. The exploitation with the grooming gangs and whatever this that. More children are seeing sex and bro. And I was like, I can't be in that Babylon system. I will feel guilty for raising my children in that, innit? I will feel guilty because then when they start having mental health episodes and whatever it is that, because it's a theme now in the UK, it's a theme and whatever it is that, I've got a responsibility of taking them out to where my peoples are actually originated from, innit? I don't know how them people live. There's too much communities. I don't care about this racial issue and whatever it is that, this kumbaya. Nah, it can't work, gang. It can't work because there's too much ethnical backgrounds that got too much other like morals and principles. Them that love rubbish and they don't care where they throw it. These that are clean and cleansed and everything else and whatnot. These that are in between and what, nah. Innit? Be me in a base where predominantly it's the way of life how my people live. Let me be on an estate and whatever it is that where I can go this side and see the rich on that side. I can go the trenches that side, you know, and have a life of balance of how I'm gonna support the trenches, being the rich, trying to make business and make my ones and twos and whatever it is that, you know, and try to intertwine them all into who Lunchtime is, innit? Because people got it fucked up that I was supposed to be some Martin Luther King. No, I gravitated more to Malcolm X. Malcolm X was, you know, Malcolm X. So I wouldn't say that I'm some role model or some inspiration that the kids needed to look up to or whatever it is that. But the life that I had, you can take key points from it. I separated from the streets early at 17 because I thought it was a fucked up way of living. I cut a gun case early and whatever this that. And when I went to court, only my mum and my father was in me. So why am I riding for gang, when you're not going to come to these important things? I'm going to be in prison. Who's going to have me? Who's going to hold me down or whatever? Not the gang. My parents will, bro, like, be smart. And funny enough, after that, and it's your energy what you're aligning to. I'm in my probation. The black woman there is looking at me like her son. I don't want to see you here again. So you're going to be learning all type of trades. That's where I learned my 2 trades of gardening and cooking, which I still use beneficial to today. You get it? Because of the sense of care from the community. The woman don't know me from nowhere, but she don't want to see black people come through her probation. You get it? How crazy, you know? And that's something that I'm going to work now. I'm finding a relationship. It's keeping me out the way. A 4-year relationship. I'm doing vacations. We're having date nights and whatever this that. All the street shit I'm already seeing on Instagram. I'm not out there and whatever this. All the street shit is not really through music and whatever this that. It's not like to me and whatever this that. And this is what I mean with trauma and whatnot. Because I've lost a couple of friends in this, no doubt. So when Baby J died and whatever this that, I just automatically froze off because that's not like I see him in the same community literally near enough every day. I live here, folks live there, you get it, and seeing all of this is where I was like, okay, now I'm not gonna step back onto the field, which is dumb because at that time I was already advanced, I was already a working man, I was already on my way up, but then again, real shit, still 21, 22 at these times, and no, 23, 24. And I'm still youngish in the mind. But I'm like, I'm going to crash out because they killed my brethren. They killed my brethren on our block. In-house as well. Yeah, bro, when I catch, and this is what I'm saying. I wanted the girl at the time to understand that I can't have her on my side while I'm being in the streets. Because men will try to harm you to get to me. And I will shut down their whole shit. You get it? Because I'm that type of person. I will retire the whole strip for somebody that I love. So I didn't want that. I wanted it to be understood, but then again, like men, we can also be selfish. I'm not expecting her 5 weeks later to move on, boom, and then again, I can never come back from that. I tried, I could never come back. I was starting to do dumb shit, tried to get my lip back, did something stupid with somebody within her community and whatever this that. It got back to her. Yeah, you slept with somebody, so let me sleep with somebody and let's then get back together. No, it's not gonna work, innit? It's not gonna work. But that's just the storyline of the violation. To me, we spent 4 years together and somebody that doesn't even know you for less than a year or two, they managed to do that, and you're my woman. You know, I'm taking it like that, so I'm like a sucker punch. Like, that's mad. Like, we built all this, we're on holiday and whatever this that, and then you're relating it back to us and the feeling, and that's why this is what I'm saying. We need to have real life conversation within that, because that's also why we got a sexually active environment and whatever this that, because people can't heal, and that's why man and woman are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You shouldn't be on double digits as a human being. I'm not even gonna lie, we shouldn't be on double digits as human beings, but this is what we're doing because you're sharing yourself and your body, which is a prized possession, with too much souls, gang. With too much, of course, you're gonna pick up personality traits of other people. You get it? If you're doing the Mazzolini, so you gotta step in and be cautious about who you're laying down with, respectively. You know, so that's what I'm saying. It makes sense for me to make a documentary on whatever this that, because literally, you think, man, I write this on paper, or yeah, I'm gonna plan this or whatever. No. Because it's my life, I know how to articulate it correctly like that. It's just that at the time where I was going through it and whatever this that, I'm shouting, I'm ranting. And a wise person said, when you're doing all of that aggression, whatever this that, it's never gonna resonate. You get it? It's never gonna be understood because it's just craze on display. So that's why I say, man, I calm and collective because it's more understood and whatever this time. When my energy is like this and whatnot, I feel better. Like the anger and whatever this that, it was making me feel worse. No doubt. Like it was making me feel worse, and I was like I feel the toll in my body, this anger, this resentment, this hate and whatever this that stuff. And I was like, nah, I can't host this bad energy. This is not me. You see my community thing. You see, like, I'm very much giving. So all of that energy is turning me dark. You get it? Like I'm having conversations that I don't even remember with people and whatever this that, and then yeah, with friends, like, don't talk to me because I felt like they've abandoned me. Now why have my people forsaken me? And it was never that. You know, it was never that. But we all can live and learn, and gracefully, like, I can only apologize to the people that I made feel some type of way and whatever this that, when they had nothing to do with it at all, you know, because I did, and like, again, I'm gonna own that because I'm not gonna run away on whatever this that. I have to own that each and every single point, you know. But yeah, I said football day and everything, and I ran over because the story time was efficient, innit? But this is what I want it to be, because this is all I'm recording it. I don't want it to be like I'm tarnishing somebody's character and whatnot. No, because I still love who I love gracefully. You know, it's just that being hurt in them circumstances was a mad thing. But yeah, man, we're out till later. Yeah, real vibes. Gonna vibe up again. My brother, tapping soon, innit? One love. It's mad when you're trying to finish it and then it's not doing it. It's not doing it at all. There we go. Still.